Developing base 10 concepts. Grouping activities. Students need to practice the skills they learn. Here are some examples of grouping activities. Another example is one from the textbook, and it was having students go around their home and finding familiar objects or objects they have a lot of, such as toothpicks, and then having them group them and identify how many groups of 10 they have, and then how many singles they're left with. The strangeness of ones, tens, and hundreds. Introduce the language of ones, tens, and hundreds. Students are not used to the language, and saying things like, I have 4 groups of 10, or I am 7 ones old, can be very confusing to the student, so it's good to just use that language as much as possible in the classroom. Grouping tends to make 100. Teaching students to see a group of 100 as 10 tens and 100 ones. Remember to use groupable models so the students can see how 10 groups is that the same as 100 single items. If you look at the example, it's just reiterating exactly what I just said. And then equivalent representations. Using 3 other ways is an extension of the lesson and ensures that students fully understand the lesson. 3 other ways is when students find 3 ways to show an amount with a specific number of pieces. An example of this would be if the teacher asked the students to find 3 ways to get 225. So one way would be 2 hundreds, 2 tens, 5 singles. Another way, which is actually the most common way students would say second, would be 225 singles. But then a third way, which will make the kids have to think a little bit deeper, could be 22 tens and 5 singles.